Welcome to EPG Pathshala on the subject Social Medicine and Community Health. I am Professor C.P. Mishra, attached to Banaras Hindu University in the Department of Community Medicine, and I shall be discussing the module Sustainable Development Goals. This module belongs to the paper Healthcare Delivery System. This module has been developed by a team comprising of myself, Professor Devendra Kumar Taneja, and Dr. J. Tandon is the content reviewer. The learning objectives that have been set for this module, that after going through this session, one should be able to define SDGs, that is Sustainable Developmental Goals, should be able to specify lessons learned from MDGs, to differentiate between MDGs and that is Millennium Developmental Goals and Sustainable Developmental Goals, and be able to enumerate goals of SDGs and to pinpoint major areas covered under SDGs. After discussing the stating various learning objectives that has been set for this session, now first of all we would like to discuss the conceptual framework of Sustainable Developmental Goals. These goals are built on successes of Millennium Developmental Goals that were set in the year 2000, and that has 8 goals pertaining to poverty and hunger, primary education and secondary education, gender equality, reduction in maternal and child mortality, AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria, reversal trends, environmental sustainability and global partnerships. So, successes of MDG provided a platform for development of sustainable developmental goals and for a global commitment for development. Sustainable developmental goals are also known as global goals because here it is considered a entire globe as a village, as a one unit. They are reframed, structured of MDGs in a comprehensive manner. MDGs primarily considered on QOT aspects, particularly maternal mortality, child mortality, AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. But the SDGs has a greater, wider commitment. It is more comprehensive in the sense that it takes care into cognizance the overall development and health of the people of the entire globe. In 2015, World set new 17 goals to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. So, ending poverty, protecting the planet, and ensuring that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. These were the basic framework of SDGs, and the new goals have been set in the year 2015. SDGs are based on certain core principles. SDGs have 5 core principles. Number 1 is people. It emphasizes as people, not diseased persons only, people as a whole. It emphasizes on the planet security, planet partnerships of various within and outside country, global partnerships. It talks of prosperity, not only disease reduction, and last but not least, global peace. Because unless global peace is achieved, probably global peace, security, and people will not be progressed or not be healthy on psychological or other framework. This SDGs provides a framework to shape policy agenda for next 15 years, that is 2030. New and different about 17 SDGs. Universality, that's number 1. Integration and conversion. So SDGs are basically emphasizing upon 3 aspects. One is integration of various sectors which are concerned with health, conversion of certain keys in certain areas, and universality. Universality, first and most important, these goals apply to every nation, every sector, every city, businessmen, school, organizations, all that are challenged to act. So, universality, this is called universal. Integration, second, it is recognized that goals are all interconnected in one way or another. So, we cannot aim to achieve just one goal, we must achieve them all. This is called integration. We should not concentrate on only one goal only. All 17 together will make a difference, and their interconnectedness are also there. So integration, conversion, and finally it is widely recognized that achieving these goals involves making very big fundamental changes in how we live on Earth. So we have to have very big fundamental changes in our concepts that how we live, and this is called conversion. The goals of discussing the conceptual frameworks, let us examine what are the different goals that has been said in Sustainable Development Goals. 17 goals of SDGs are: number 1, end poverty in all its forms and everywhere. Number 2, zero hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Number 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. This is a very wonderful goal because and directly concerns with the health sector, that promote well-being for each and every people, and in different from ages. It means preschool, school age group, adolescents, adults, and genetic subjects. So we have to take care of from in real sense it is the provision of the comprehensive health care for people of the world. Ensure inclusive and equitable quality education. The earlier MDG goals emphasized on reversal of the gender gap between primary and secondary education. But SDGs talks of ensuring inclusion and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning for all. Because learning has to be lifelong, because knowledge doubles every 5 years, particularly in the medical sector. And therefore, once a person is self-learner, probably nobody can educate him. Achieving gender equality and empower all women and girls. 6, ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. In spite of global commitment of safe water supply and sanitation, in many developing countries, it has remained a problem. And so, the 6th goal of SDGs emphasizes on ensuring availability and sustainable management. Not only availability, sustainable management is also important, because resources, particularly in terms of water, are depleting. Water for drinking. Ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, modern energy for all. Because energy crisis, energy management, ensuring access to affordable and reliable and sustainable modern energy is a key issue. Promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth. Inclusive growth, that is, those who are left out from the ambit of economic growth, they should be brought in, and not only they should be partner to the development, they should be equal in utilizing the benefits of that development also. Build resilient infrastructure. Promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovations, because innovations are key to progress. People has to think in terms of sustainable industrialization, resilient infrastructure, and inclusive growth, because without these things, development in any country cannot be thought of on long-term basis. Tenth, reduce inequality within and among countries. There are, consider India, there is wide state-wise variations. Within the state there are variations. Within district there are variations. Within villages there are inequalities. There are inequalities among countries. We don't think that we can't think that all countries will become equal, but at least on the key issues, the inequalities within and among various countries should be taken care of with global partnership. Make cities and human settlements inclusive, resilient, and sustainable. One of the key effects of population rise is on the environment of cities, on the quality of cities, and also on the psychosocial and basic health of the people who are living in urban areas. So urban issues, urban population are rising, their problems are different, and we have to take care of that. Ensure sustainable consumption and protection of patterns, because unless we do that, probably we cannot think of sustainable development in the future. So sustaining all human resources for future generations, optimizing their efficiency and optimizing their efficiency becomes important. Take urgent actions to combat climate change and its impact. We are taking care of immediate concerns like safe water supply, basic sanitation. But we have to consider other issues like greenhouse effect, climate change, which is changing the epidemiology of diseases occurring in a particular area. Certain areas which were free from certain diseases, they are being exposed to newer diseases, and disease patterns are also changing. So climate change issues, climate becomes important, and they require global actions. Target 14 emphasizes on conserving and sustaining use of oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. There are ample opportunities in terms of resources in oceans, sea, and marine, and for sustainable development we can take care of. Say, for example, on the area of food and nutrition, maybe we have to switch over from conventional sources of food to non-conventional sources of food. And there are plenty of opportunities from oceans, seas, marine. But one thing that should be taken into account, that while exploiting those resources, the issue of sustainable development must be taken into account. Goal number 15, protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems. Sustainably managed forests combat diversification and halt and reserve land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. Biodiversity loss will lead to species in future that may create very significant problem. So from the narrow-centric view of environment, we have to have a very wider applications, wider thinking in terms of preserving our biodiversity. Promote peaceful and inclusive societies, because war, conflicts, injustice, these lead to societies which are not healthy. Even peaceful at family level makes a lot of difference. So we have to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for development, sustainable development. We have to provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. So peace, partnership, and global peace, family at individual level, at family level, at societal level is desired. Strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize a global partnership for sustainable development on finances, technology, capacity building, trade, and systematic issues. Once we look at these goals, they also emphasize not only our commitment, they are also, it is not simply agenda, they also identify the key areas of action. The last goal, that is 17th goal, clearly states means of implementation and revitalization the global partnership. For what? For sustainable development in the area of finance, in the area of technology, capacity building, trade, and systematic issues. Now, thus the major categories of goals are: number one, SDGs and as the extension of MDGs. Second group, inclusiveness, deals with jobs, infrastructure, industrialization and distribution. Third group, sustainability and life, covers sustainable cities and communities, life below water, resources and environment, peace and justice. Sustainable developmental goals, in a diagrammatic representation, you can see that no poverty, zero hunger, good health, quality education, water utility, clean water utility, and there are so many. So globally, you can the global goals can be have been diagrammatic representations are also available. Targets of sustainable development goals. In order to achieve 17 sustainable development goals, 169 targets have been set by the United Nations targets. Out of 169 targets, 9 targets were set for health. Difference between, once discussing the various goals, 17 goals that have been set in, difference between MDG and SDG are: MDGs were drawn by a group of experts in the United Nations headquarters, whereas SDG has better participation, wider participation of civil society organizations, thematic and country consultations, participation of global public through face-to-face meetings and online materials, and door-to-door funding. MDG includes the 8 goals, 21 targets, and 53 indicators, whereas SDG has 17 goals, 159 targets. The MDG goals were primarily focused on disease risk, whereas SDG talks of overall. MDG's source of funding was rich countries only. Here, SDGs, it was indicated that all countries, regular activity, were expected to work towards achieving SDGs. Because the SDGs, they themselves should be also sustainable, and that requires continued participation in SDGs. MDGs have 2 direct goals, 4 targets, and 15 indicators to utilizing child employment, mortality, and communicable disease. However, SDGs have one comprehensive goal comprising well-being and healthy living for all at all ages, including prevention of disease. So, SDG talks of comprehensive goal comprising well-being and healthy living at all ages. MDGs adopted the term baseline data for year 1990 was used. Adopted 2000 traditionally for past year was 2000, and it took baseline data of 1990. It took 25 years. The baseline came from 2016 estimates. MDGs had no concrete role for civic society organizations. It involved civil society entities. Corporate social responsibility organizations play important role in holding governments accountable at local level. The MDGs, it heavily focused on social development issues, poverty, health, and education. Whereas SDGs was social, economic, and environmental issues. Except those 7, 8 addressed developing countries in MDG. Whereas SDG talks universal in nature, in all developed and developing countries. It talks of energy, it talks of peace, it talks of partnerships and so on. Major areas addressed in relation to health and nutrition. Issues related to health and nutrition. The third SDG specifically focused to ensure healthy life and promote well-being for all ages and all. Now, if we talk of healthy life, we divide classical definition of World Health Organization, that health is the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely absence of disease or health. Then we are talking about physical health, we are talking about mental health, we are talking about social health. and a new dimension of future are also being added. So, if you want to ensure that everybody is healthy, not only in physical health, but mental health, in the social health, and spiritual dimension, this really have a better things to do and promote well-being at all ages. But there are certain areas. Earlier, the concept of was focusing on the priority groups, but we have realized that all age groups, health is a continuum from child to old age, and therefore which all ages should be given equal importance, and we should adopt so that things can be taken care of in a better way. Our social determinants of health and this goes very social determinants of health has been, although they are widely talked on, but they require more emphasis, because it is not important that we are just addressing the diseases. We have to stop or have to curb those processes which are leading to ill health in people, whether it's communicable disease, non-communicable disease, behavioral disease, or nutritional disease. To ensure healthy life, we have 9 targets and 4 subgroup points of the health targets are: reduce the global maternal mortality rate to below 70 per 100,000 live births. Number 2, reduce the neonatal mortality rate to below 12, 1,000, and 5 mortality rate below 25 per 1,000 live births. In the epidemics of AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, and neglected tropical diseases and other communicable diseases. This is a very important area because there are certain diseases which are confined to certain geographical zones. There are neglected tropical diseases and other communicable diseases. Reduced by 1/3 premature mortality from non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases are imparting potential effects. If you look at Indian data again, 73% of mortality are now accountable to non-communicable diseases. So, what is important that premature mortality from non-communicable disease has to be taken care of, and the goal is to reduce 1/3 premature mortality rate from non-communicable diseases. Now, non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension, cancer, they are impact. And in fact, India is facing double burden of disease. We have communicable and non-communicable. And there is another, that behavioral diseases are playing very significant. So, we have to strengthen the preventive and treatment of substance abuse, diabetic sleep, tobacco consumption, alcohol consumption are very important concerns in public health, because unless we take care of tobacco menace, unless we take care of alcohol menace, unless we take care of drug consumption, particularly in urban areas, probably we can't ensure mental health, probably we can't change the pattern of emerging of non-communicable diseases. Of the number of global deaths and injuries from road traffic accidents, this is important because road traffic accidents are becoming a very serious matter because of an increasing number of vehicles, and alcohol consumption is also great play to the significant role in global deaths and injuries from road traffic accidents. Come out. Road safety issues need to be addressed, and both not only legislative approaches or regulatory approaches, people need to be educated about this. People should be also made aware that what are the services available for victims of road traffic accidents, and also the factors that lead to that. Seventh point is ensure universal access to sexual reproductive care. universal accessibility to sexual and reproductive health care is key because that will ensure 50% will take care of 50% of the population, and particularly the recent days, because this is illegal in girl child who are doing intelligent life out. Let's go to a gender ratio at birth. Taking care of. There are certain states in our country where the gender ratio persists. Achieve universal health coverage. That is a general commitment by various governments. Universal health coverage means the provision of health services with respect to cost, use, availability, and so on. The purpose is to reduce out of cost of treatment because many people, 50% of the population, live below poverty line every year just to maintain, just to take the cost of treatment. So, universal health coverage that requires a huge financial inputs. But you can decide that a minimum entitlements, health entitlements, and you can take all limited levels so that most of these can be for the people of the world. Reduce the number of deaths and risks from hazardous chemicals and air, water, soil pollution, and so on. 4 sub-points for health are strengthening implementation of WHO framework convention on tobacco control. Tobacco may very hard. Tobacco can lead to any type of crime. And so we have to strengthen in the implementation process of WHO convention on tobacco control. Support the research and development of vaccines and medicines that has to come. Practice of today has evolved from theory of study, and we have to be more research oriented, particularly the operating research part, and also vaccines and medicines. We have vaccines and medicines to great challenges of resistance and so on. Sustainability includes health financing, recruitment, development, training, and retention of the healthcare system. Not only we have to health financing component, but we have to take care of the recruitment, development, and training policy, and particularly retention of the workforce in the system, and that requires a very congenial environment, working environment, and financial training. Extending early warning risk reduction in early warning systems, risk reduction approach, emphasizing on primordial prevention and management of risks, or two areas of action to help ensure people who are healthy and active. And some nutrition targets have been also fixed. Sustainable development goals to target eliminate poverty, particularly hunger by 2030, in all forms of malnutrition, including achieving 2025. The international target we should not forget that although still we are talking about reduction in undernutrition, but overnutrition, obesity, diabetes, and basically going to be a major threat in the coming years, and therefore nutrition targets, although we have to look into that part, but maybe we have to include other things. Now, just to summarize the whole thing, what has happened, we had success story MDG. MDG provided material developmental goals, and by 2015 provided a platform from where SDG was born. The SDG is frequently cognizant that we have to talk in terms of provision of health and well-being, and not only individual issues. This SDGs differ significantly from MDG in one way, that is global involvement and development. Contrary to the MDG, where emphasis was mainly on developing the targets, 159 targets. Right? But 2000, we have to prepare a road map for achieving various goals set in SDGs, and we have to ensure midterm monitoring processes of our success in that way. There is a greater commitment, global commitment, and there is also need for integration of all the departments, all the sectors, all the countries in ensuring sustainable development globally. Because here, nothing is as universal as health has no boundaries. So, because of since we trade, since we might travel, one disease can fall from one area to another area. And so, therefore, we have to talk in terms of sustainable development globally. Thank you very much for listening to me.